Hello everyone, Trophy Wine Hunter. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm bringing you a review of the Olivier Leflaive 2015 Puligny Montrachet Premier Cru Le Pucelles. What inspired me to do this video is that I believe someone commented about Leflaive wines and I said, oh, I've got one, Olivier Leflaive, and I should do a review. I've had many of these bottles. I think I had 6 bottles of this is my last bottle, but for some reason I've never done a review, and probably it's because it's so delicious. Every time I drink it with people, we just drink it all up. So Olivier Leflaive was part of the famous Leflaive family. He owned or was the co-winemaker of Domaine Leflaive with his uncle Vincent, and also I guess his cousin and Claude. And in 1982, he had an opportunity to buy some grapes and to kind of start his own winery. And it supposedly it was a good, on a good relationship to kind of like, hey, I'm gonna kind of branch out a little bit. And he was kind of doing both for a while. He was the winemaker at Domaine Leflaive, but had his own project, which is Olivier Leflaive, which was essentially buying grapes and then making wines. And he did that for about 10 years, where he did both. And then in, I think, 1992, 94, he decided to kind of go on his own and stop winemaking at Domaine Leflaive. But when he gave them notice, he actually gave 15 years notice to them that, hey, I want my share of the grapes. And so at first he was kind of just buying grapes, but at a certain point he got his, I guess, inheritance of the portion of Domaine Leflaive, and now he has about 17 hectares of vineyard. In terms of pricing and prestige, Domaine Leflaive is clearly a more expensive wine and it's got a more storied history. So I would think in most wine people's mind, Domaine Leflaive is a more prestigious winery than Olivier Leflaive, but he's no slouch. Obviously, he knows his stuff. At first, he was buying grapes. He produces more wine, I think, than Domaine Leflaive. And in general, Domaine Leflaive has better vineyards, although this represents one of the very good winery or vineyard sites that Olivier has. And this was actually originally a Domaine Leflaive site. This wine is again from the Puligny Montrachet area, and it's called Le Pucelles. This was owned by Domaine Leflaive since 1955. The average age of the vines is about 60 years. This wine is aged 17 months, the first 5 months in stainless steel, and then 100% in oak barrels, of which 30% is new. And this again originally belonged to the Domaine Leflaive winery, and I guess in about 1999 was given back to Olivier. I'm not really that familiar with Puligny Montrachet wines, but kind of in reading about them, I guess in general I find them a little bit lighter, a little bit on the citrusy side. They're not as oaky as some of the other Burgundy wines. There's some minerality, and there's like citrus, stone fruit, flinty notes. That's kind of what I find. I'm here at Blue Ghost Winery, and let's taste the wine. Blue Ghost Winery, you'll see my other videos on it. It's, as you can see, just a magnificent site. If you get a chance to visit them, their wines actually are really, really good, and I think there's a lot of potential there. Please go and visit my YouTube videos on this winery. But we're going to talk about this wine, and we're going to drink this. This is the Olivier Leflaive 2015 Puligny Montrachet Premier Cru Le Pucelles. So I had this open last night. I was fortunate enough to drink with some of the general manager here at Blue Grouse, and also the winemaker, Stacy Harneman, and my friends, and we all really enjoyed it. So this is overnight now. It's been in the fridge and just taken back out, so nicely chilled, and you can see a great environment to drink it. So let's try it out. So on the nose, light oak, but you can see the oakiness and toastiness of it. A lot of kind of the citrusy elements to that you can see. So it's very nice. The smell, it's got a little bit of lemons, citrus, lots of good elements to it. I enjoy. Maybe a little bit of vanilla on it, but slight oakiness, but nothing too over aggressive. On the taste, you get a little bit of oakiness, vanilla. You get the citrusy elements to this, lemon, almost like a lemon tart, and you get some apricots, and then on the end of this, a little bit of peel and a little bit of minerality. I've had, I think this is my last bottle. I had 6 bottles of this wine, and I'm enjoying it even more and more every time I drink it. So I think it does need more age. It will continue to improve with age, and as it ages, you're getting a little bit more of the secondary and tertiary elements to it, and less of the fruit, but getting more and more interesting and a little bit more fuller. So still enjoy this wine. I'm going to rate it 93 points. But I think it can get better with maybe another 5 years of time. I think it's still very young, so give it another 5 years to really get into its drinking window, and then I think it will drink well for probably the next 5 to 10 years. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy drinking.